This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Let's go, let's go! Quick, 380! Mike 54! Hey, here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Out! 54. I'll go special! 54.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, guys, listen.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Power.
Now it's Carson. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. On 3rd down, Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Check. Alert.
They run for it with Carson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Guys, 4 down.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And some room to roam now. 20. Lynch busting free. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Fight, Booker T. 39's the mark. I'm going to run you over. Friday.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Forced out to, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. This fielded at the 2. And Plays up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now again, right side. It's Carson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
Another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Took right. Right there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 6 there on first.
On the Seahawks 15-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Come on. 54. Watch 54.
Again, Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check.
They'll run with Lynch, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed, what you were looking for.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. He'll find Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
56 is the mic. They're going to need some therapy after this.
To throw is Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check the backer. Check the backer. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Alert. 14. Wahoo.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
One left. Mike 54. Too little, Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Check the outs. Be alert. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
14, find it. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Orbit. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. 51.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This complete to Lockett. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. All day, baby, all day. Hot seven. Hey, watch out. Check.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wilson now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 12. Mike 5-4. You guys, listen. 5-4.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Under 10.
To throw again is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Hey, alert. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We got to get the ball, D. Go. Let's go. Mike's 54.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
The 6-yard line.
Hey, Mike 54. Smart that. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Zoom. That's going to be a long day.
Throwing again here, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5.
That's it, baby.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike 50, huh? And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 25, check 25, check 25, check 13, Check. There. Kill. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Check.
This is Carson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Wilson now on 3rd down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And Wilson has it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 26, check 26. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run. Hey, one left. Check, Mike, 50, go. 40. So we got man.
From the gun, Wilson got Gordon open, completes it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mike, 54. I'm coming. Watch the edge. 12. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
4x4.
It's been a long day for you.
Hey, hey. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Check back.
Wilson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Undercrunch, undercrunch. Take 4, take 4. No, 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 off. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey,
here's Carson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? This time Wilson will throw. And he's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Myers' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
Check.
Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Wilson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They run again with Carson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Go, go, go. Switch, switch, switch. Slam, slam. Check, 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 check. Check your hot read.
On 1st down, Carson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40. The 20. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Alert, alert, alert.
On 1st down, Wilson. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
7 yards. First down, Seahawks.